I just wanted to tell you about that test based on reasonably foreseeable economic harm and test based on materiality. Yes, the statute, which has been a target of criticism. A lot of people don't like it. But when I know a pastor has intentionally obstructed my right to communicate with himself or his wife, both of them being pastors of the same church, and then they've been getting all these court notices where I've not been getting them, yes, and I keep getting arrested for violating protection orders, yes, where there's no civil or criminal jurisdiction, quite literally, yes. When you arrested me for the wrong protection order, right, you had no jurisdiction to send me anything. Oh, now I've been trying to get Marilyn to call me, but for some reason she thinks she has no fiduciary obligation in order to avoid finding the statute to be unconstitutionally vague. I think I can prove this one in court. I really do. That there has been a considerable amount of material, yes, and economic hardship that I have suffered as well as my family. Skilling versus United States 2010. Somebody knows the Skilling. In order to avoid finding statute under the Constitution in terms of the statute of fraudulent schemes to deprive myself of the honor services of a pastor and his wife of you would think that pastors have to. There's no bribe, right? Mike didn't pay to obstruct my rights. There were no kickbacks supplied. Mike didn't get paid to make any show. I know. Force bearers are really. Supplied by a third party who has not been deceived. Now, fraudulent schemes to deprive another, known as Paul C. Budnick and his family, of the honest services of a pastor through the bribes or kickbacks supplied by a third party, yes, who's not been deceived. Now, that could be my Uncle Wayne. Yes, could have been Sandra Taylor. Right. It could have been any individual that didn't want me to have my sons. Oh, what third party decided to pay Pastor Mike to. Oh my gosh. Could have been, oh, poo, poo. Now I said, so make sure and get me the hotel room, yeah, the bed in the bathtub right now. And, you know, I'm absolutely sure about this whole bathing question. A lot of people say, well, Paul, do you as a victim have the right to actually bathe? I would think that cleanliness is so important to those in the congregation. Now, Jessica Lee Hodges didn't pay any money, did she? Oops. David Wilson, poo. J.R. Van Proyn, out. Any of Heidi's relatives, toot, 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 toot. Seemed like, oh my gosh, there's Homeland Security. How are you, Tacoma? And then, of course, the sheriff. Oops. Now, I'm really wanting to know why Marilyn doesn't want to pay for my hotel room. I'm starting to get a little upset about this.